there. Tehseen. Okay, all are there. Okay. Okay, yeah. So I was just saying, Rashmi ji, that this is the first batch of our VIT AP School of Law in Andhra Pradesh.
Okay.
But whereas, you know, VIT University, we have Vellore and Chennai and Bhopal. Chennai, we started in 2015, first batch.
Okay.
BLLB with just 60-60. But now, already first batch has graduated now this year. We have each batch around 4 sets, like 240 first years. Like it's like huge, it's big. The reason is being Chennai, capital, High Court, and third generation lawyers. You understand that there. And these kids are all again.
For a 3-year course. Sorry to interrupt. 5 years or 3 years?
It's a honors, 5 years.
5 years. Okay.
Yeah. And there we started LLM now, but this is the first batch. And we have students from a big mix of Andhra, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Hyderabad, then somebody from Madhya Pradesh. Okay. And it's a good mix, a little bit. And out of this 15, this is BBA LLB. You're addressing to BBA LLB. There is a BA LLB where I'm not handling these codes on principles of management. Generally, we study about how legal firms are working. How do they, like from the management per se, not the legal. Yeah. So these kids are really amazing, and even today, some of them presented papers in an international conference. They're just 1 month old. They're just 1 month old with us.
Really?
Yeah. They're just 1 month old. And we have never met actually. We are only meeting virtually. All right. There's no actual meeting. And I was so impressed when I was listening to your speech the other day in, legal
regulations.
Yeah. So good, ma'am. So that's a mix about it. And so guys, can we start off? So I give the whole work to them. They do your introduction. They do your welcome. So like that. Okay. So Pravalika, are you doing the reading of madam's profile? Is Pravalika there? I just saw her. No?
So I think her internet is glitching.
Okay, nothing wrong. You should always have alternatives.
She just got disconnected.
Yeah. Just give me a sec. Okay. All right. So just for those of you, I think so I've already sent your profile, right? Ma'am's profile to your WhatsApp group. All right. So just have a glance at it. It's not easy. And one of your classmate is doing already a study on Kaitan and Co. Am I right? Is it Vignesh or something? Who's doing that?
Yes, sir.
Vignesh, you got Kaitan and Co, right? Okay. All right. So let me just give this because I was so inspired with the education qualification is here. You can just go through it. And the best thing is you see here, all top only Deloitte. All right. And then BMR advisors, and then again, KPMG, all consulting, top consulting, Deloitte, KPMG, PwC. I don't think madam has left any other top consulting companies. But again, being now from associate partner to partner level in Kaitan and Co, ma'am, we're really honored to get your time, first of all, for this budding people. I'll just close the screen. All right. And we would like to hear from you a little bit. And I just want to tell you that from the starting of the semester till the end, which goes till Jan end, each student have given one law firm from the top 20. So that they have to keep reading about it, give presentation to me. So by the end of the semester, they know that by each of the companies are different and what is the scope in it. Otherwise, they only go for litigation, they don't understand, corporate legal systems are good. So there's one guy, Vignesh, who's doing on your company. And when I got your confirmation, I was like, wow, chalo, Kaitan go. So over to you, ma'am. It's your time.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Samuel. See, it's always a pleasure actually to come and talk to young students and law aspirants, because these are the ones who are actually going to come after us and take the law field a step forward. So yes. I never miss a chance whenever I am asked to come to any college to give a talk. And so in this case, what Samuel actually you told me is that I basically need to tell them about my experience, and I also need to tell them what are the opportunities which are available. So
Yeah.
this is something which I can speak from my heart. So let me just begin my journey even before I took the decision to do law. So I passed out in 2006, as you can see in the LinkedIn profile. But before joining law, back there in 2000, when I was deciding what exactly to do, there were only two, three professions which were kind of available. Okay. So the top ones obviously were engineering and medicine. Okay. So engineering I didn't want to do. Medicine also I was not very inclined. So what was left? So there was law which was left. So with that in mind, I I kind of joined the ILS Law College in Pune, and in 2006 when I passed out, I started my law career. But I can tell you right from 2006, it's been what, almost 15 years, till date, the entire law profession has changed tremendously,
Yes.
tremendously, and it is changed for the good. So when I started out in law, and I will be very honest with all of you, and you, all of you must know that I never knew or I never envisaged the kind of opportunities that law gave me. And today I can tell you for sure that I am uh, better off than many of my counterparts who actually went for medicine and who actually went for engineering. Okay. And the kind of opportunities which it has thrown at my place. So in 2006, I kind of, so I finished my law. In 2005, Deloitte had come to our campus ILS for campus placements. And honestly, at that point of time, I had not heard of Deloitte, because the kind of exposure that you guys get because of internet and smartphones and everything else in 2005 and 6, believe in, the technology was not prevalent. I didn't even have a mobile phone when I was in college. Today it is unthinkable to have somebody without a mobile phone after the age of maybe what, 12, 13. So I didn't know what was Deloitte. I gave the interview thinking that, perhaps I want to try for other law firms. So let Deloitte be a coaching ground for me. I sat for the interview, and to my delight, in the evening, I got a call on my landline at home that you have got through Deloitte. At that time, the salary was very attractive. Back there in 2005, a salary of 30,000 per month is very, very attractive, believe me. And this is what my father had told me. He said that if you want to go to Pune, ILS is in Pune, and I was also from Pune. My father, both my parents were very skeptical. They said, you shouldn't be going to Bombay and all that. Stay here in Pune and find whatever job you can find after you finish your law. But I really wanted to go to Bombay, not for profession, but at that age you want to find your freedom, and you don't want to stay with your parents, and you want to go and earn money and be your own boss. So with that in mind, I really wanted to leave Pune. So my father said that if you want to go to Bombay, okay, make sure you get a job where you don't come back to me asking for money. And at that time, when Deloitte came and it offered me a salary of 30,000, I was delighted, because 30,000 in 2005 and 6 was a good money to sustain one person in a city like Bombay. And in 2005 December, I was selected by Deloitte. After that, I finished my final exams, and in 2006 I started working in Deloitte. From there onwards, and what did I start learning? I was actually working in indirect taxes. And in the 5-year course, I don't know how much of indirect tax you guys have. Perhaps you guys will be having indirect tax somewhere in 4th year or 5th year, a paper of maybe 30 marks or 100 marks. I'm not very sure about it. But indirect tax is not a very favorable subject when it comes to law students. Okay. especially when most of the lawyers, they think about tax, all they think about is it numbers. Okay, so they don't want to do that. Corporate law is more attractive, litigation is more attractive, everything else apart from tax, believe me, is very attractive, because tax is always thought to be a domain of a CA. So that's what I thought. But 30,000 salary, you can't reject that. So I took up the job. And indirect tax at that time was at a very, very nascent stage. I mean, most of the CAs also did not understand indirect tax. But from 2006 to 2020, there hasn't been a single day where I have regretted coming to indirect tax. It's such an interesting field. It is such a budding field. And indirect tax has not only taken me from doing advisory work, where you advise all these big businesses how to structure their business so that the tax is optimized, but it has also made me go to the field of litigation, where I have filed writ petitions which are talked about in the entire country for the time being now. And at the same time, in the last 1 year, I've also been working a lot on cryptocurrencies. So those are also some of the interesting facets. And in my 15 years of career, coming to law is something where I have not only seen law field, but being a lawyer, you end up actually advising lot of other industries. You go and consult the doctors, you go and consult the engineers, the architects. So you name it, and you have to have a foundation of each and every profession. So I'm very happy to be here. But let me not get into this monologue where I'm actually describing what I did. I want to understand from you guys, what do you think is basically you guys are going to do after 5 years? Do you have something in mind for yourself, or do you just think that I will finish the 5 year course and get married and that's it? I want to understand from you guys, what do you want to know from me? Because I can speak on my career and law as a subject for days and days. So I don't know where I should stop, where I should begin. So let me understand, let me get some questions from you guys only. Let me just ask you guys, what was there in your mind when you guys took up the course of law? What did you think about that? What will you end up doing? Will you see yourself wearing a black coat in high courts and Supreme Court, or will you see yourself working in fancy law firms like Khaitan and Company and Shardul Amarchand and Cyril Amarchand or AZB? What did you have in mind? Somebody needs to answer that question for me. So I'm going to call out names whoever I see. I see Menda over here.
Yes, ma'am.
Menda
That's
Kavya, right? Kavya.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me,
Ma'am,
Kavya, what
actually,
did you have in mind?
Ma'am, I didn't think anything, but I had a lot of interest in law actually. So I took law, and family background is also there, and I have, like, in any other subject, I don't have that much interest as I have in law.
When you say family background, in the sense your father or mother is a lawyer.
My father works in High Court.
Okay, works in High Court. Lovely.
Yeah.
And what side does he practice? What
Ma'am, he's an
subject?
assistant secretary in Bar Council. He's an
He's
assistant secretary, ma'am,
assistant secretary.
in
Lovely.
the
Lovely.
Bar Council, ma'am.
Okay, so what do you have in mind? Where do you see yourself after you complete your 5 years?
I have no idea, but I want to do anything which I want. I mean, which I'm very happy with. I
Okay.
shouldn't regret taking law. I shouldn't regret. That's what I don't know. Nothing
Okay.
else.
So let me hear from Afreen. What do you have in mind?
Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, I just want to finish my BV LLB and try for JAG. If not JAG, in Indian Forces, of course, Armed Forces. If not that, I'll try and get into corporate law.
Wow, that's a good thing, Jack. Trust me, even I wanted to go to JAG, but they told me my height is a little less to join the army, so I couldn't join JAG. It's very
And
interesting.
what's your height?
I'm 5'2". They said the requirement was 5'3".
No, ma'am. Now the requirement is like above 5.
Okay.
Now they have changed the norm. So even I'm 5'2".
Okay.
So I got scared.
No, but that's good. That's a very good thing, and we shall talk about JAG. So let me mark this as one of the topics to talk about. JAG. Okay. Who else? Maybe I see an Anish over here.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hi, Anish. Where do you see yourself 5 year hence?
A better position.
Better position. Okay, okay. But do you like, see, there are various fields, like, you are doing litigation, you're in the court, or you're doing corporate law, where you're structuring transactions, or perhaps you're with the government, or perhaps you're in JAG. Out of these places, do you see yourself anywhere?
Maybe corporate law.
Maybe corporate law. Okay, okay. All right, all right. And anybody else? How about Palash? Yes,
Hello,
Palash has
ma'am.
raised his hand. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I had a question for you, ma'am, if you don't
Yes,
mind.
Palash, can I see your face?
Ma'am, it's a power shutdown here actually, so there is no light around. Sorry
All
for
right.
that, ma'am.
No problem. Tell me, Palash.
Ma'am, you said that it was very unique when you were doing the indirect tax was not something everybody was looking up to. So you took that. I just wanted to know what other things are there that nowadays nobody is taking up. What are these unique things which not many people are going into? So I could take a look into all those topics. And
Okay.
so I
Okay.
just wanted to know what are the other things that not everybody is doing. So it would be a little unique for me to do.
All right. So, okay. No, so let's come to the issue of what exactly you guys can do after you finish your 5 year. And Palash, I will try to answer your question also. See, now, after you finish your 5 year course, there are many options which are available for you. Okay. There is one option that you do your LLM. Okay. Uh, the masters is something that you can do here in India, or you can also go outside and do it. As far as I'm concerned, I think the course of LLM here in India is for 2 years. But if you go outside India and if you get your opportunity, and I would suggest you that you take a scholarship and go there, because it's a 1 year course and a scholarship will make more sense rather than spending the entire money on your own. Okay. And outside India, be it UK or be it in the US, the LLM course is only for 1 year. So the LLM course per se, when it comes to practicing law, does not actually add too much to your CV. As you can see, you can go back and see my LinkedIn profile. I have also not done LLM. Okay. But the idea, if you get an opportunity to go outside India and do the 1 year course, you will just get a feel of being in a non-Indian foreign university. You will develop some connects which will be there for you all throughout your life. Okay, so that is the idea. And some of the very famous universities where most of the people go is, of course, all the UK universities. Okay, you have the US universities, right from Harvard to Boston and everything else. And you have some good universities near home, for example, Singapore University. That is also, those are also some of the good places which offer LLM program. And they are very worldwide respected programs, especially coming from Singapore University. So that is one option many of you can try. Okay. At the same time, while you take up a job, you can also do your LLM in India. But that course is for 2 years. So I've had a lot of colleagues who were working while they were pursuing their LLM. That is also something that you can do. But doing masters is something which just adds to your CV, but frankly speaking, from a practical perspective, it is not necessary. Like unlike the profession of medicine where you have to do your MD and specialization. Okay. Now, those of you who are not interested in doing LLM, or those of you who want to understand what after LLM, so here's here are some things which you can do. Okay. First of all, you can join a law firm. Okay. Now there are various law firms. Khaitan and Company is one of the top 3 law firms here in India. You have other names like, for example, SAM, Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas. You have Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas. You have AZB. You have Trilegal. You have Luthra and Luthra. You have some Anand and Anand is there. So these are some of the law firms where you can join. In the law firms also there are various sectors. Okay. For example, that there is the tax team. In the tax team also there is a division between income tax and indirect tax. I am part of the indirect tax team. Then you have the corporate laws. Corporate laws are something which are not exactly divided into many sectors, but they are something which do, for example, your M&A transactions. Okay, they provide support whenever there is a merger and acquisition between two companies. Then there are IPOs, the capital markets team, who every time there is a initial public offering or any kind of share buyback, that assistance is provided by the capital markets team here in many of the law firms. Okay, then you have something called the intellectual property rights. Intellectual property rights is something which deals in your patents, your copyrights, and etc., things like that. Then you have a litigation team. Okay, litigation team. When you talk about a litigation team in a law firm, it is not necessary that all the people who are part of the litigation team will actually go in the courts and they will argue the matter. There is something called litigation management, okay, where you need to understand how do you structure the entire litigation, okay, which senior counsel to appoint, okay, where you should file your appeal or your petition, which is the correct jurisdiction. And as you all know, obviously from Bollywood movies, and I'm sure from your experience also, litigation in here in India takes years and years. So you have to understand and strategize the litigation. Within litigation, you have a practice called arbitration also, which sort of helps people not to go to the courts, but try to amicably settle your dispute through litigation, through conciliation, through mediation, etc. Okay, so this is what usually is done in a law firm. Now, after completing your law graduation, you can also think about doing litigation in a court of law, which is different than a litigation which I specified in what is being carried out in a law firm. When you do out and out litigation, you have to start with a lawyer, okay, probably a senior who is already working in high courts or in district courts, or perhaps somebody who's working in a Supreme Court, okay. You work under that particular lawyer for a couple of years, you earn your experience, and after that, as and when the time is right, you can start on your own. Or it just so happens that while you're assisting a senior, you can also start on your own. The only hitch about doing litigation or starting litigation is that in the first few years, you don't get paid so much, okay, as opposed to a law firm. Like for example, in Khaitan and Company, the starting salaries of all these freshers is anywhere somewhere around 15 to 17 lakhs per year. But if you start with a lawyer to do a litigation, you might end up getting what, maybe 10,000, 15,000 per month. Okay. But what happens is the litigation is a sort of a thing which will pay you later on. after you establish yourself as a good lawyer, and then you can also move on to become a senior counsel. Similarly, apart from that, you can also apply for being a judge. Okay. Now, district court, if you want to be a judge, you have to give an exam. Okay. Once you pass an exam, you can become the judge in a district court as a magistrate. And after that, depending on how you are performing and your seniority, you also get an opportunity to go to high courts to become a judge. Okay. Now, if you directly want to become a judge in the high court, many of the good lawyers who argue in the high courts and Supreme Court, they also get an opportunity, they get invited by the bar to become judges in the high courts. Okay. And once you become judge in the high court, depending on how many years of practice is left, you can also get elevated to becoming a Supreme Court judge. It's very rare that a lawyer who is arguing in the high courts and the Supreme Court gets directly called for becoming a Supreme Court judge, but it has happened. Rohinton Falidariman is one of the examples who was directly called to become a judge in the Supreme Court. Okay, so this is also something that you can do. And what has happened in the past 20-25 years, or maybe around 25 years, ever since India has opened its doors to liberalization. I'm sure you must have read about it in the year 1991. There was a liberalization which happened where we allowed the foreign companies to come and set up shops in India. There is a demand, the demand for lawyers to provide legal assistance in setting up companies, mergers and acquisitions, drafting contracts and everything else. So right now, after you complete your 5 years, and we are sitting what in 2020, so you guys would be looking at working in 2025, you will have many opportunities to be part of law firms or companies also. One more thing which I forgot to tell you is that once you become a lawyer, you also have an opportunity to join a company as part of their legal team. And then from there, your succession is to become the GC, the general counsel of that company. So company to provide any sort of legal assistance that the company requires. So here are many of the options that you have as a law graduate. Another thing after graduating is I've seen that many of my classmates also have given your IS exam, your IRS exams, IPS exams. So the legal field is a very good learning ground, or rather a good degree for those who are interested in providing or going ahead with the IS and IRS kind of courses. And finally, of course, after doing your law, you also have the opportunity, because it is a basic graduation, you can also go ahead and do your management course. LLB graduate plus an MBA is also a very good combination. So here are some of the opportunities that you have. These are the major opportunities. And of course, all of you can also become professor like Mr. Samuel Johnson. That is also, Samuel, you are not a law graduate, right? Yeah, you told me that. So not exactly like Mr. Samuel, but of course you have your law professors. You can also become professors in various colleges. Yeah. So these are broadly some of the major things or major opportunities which a law graduate has. Any other questions that you guys have, or if you want any clarification on anything that I have explained, let me know.
What do you expect us at after the 5 years when you come to us, like when you come for the internship?
After 5 years,
she's asking you to release the question paper for interview.
See, I'll tell you guys. See, yours is a very new college, okay, and the kind of performances that you guys will have that will sort of set the trend. Okay, so what I would suggest all of you to do in the next 5 years, see, it's not necessary that from the first year, second year, or even for that matter till fourth or fifth year, you are clear as to what you want to do. Okay, like I said, till I gave the interview and till I was working for first 1 year, I was not sure whether I will continue with indirect tax all my life or not. Okay, so that is something that you can also explore. There is no nothing is lost if till the end of your 5 year course also you're not sure what you're going to do. But the sooner you understand, the better it will be for you. So what I would suggest you guys is, of course, academics is very, very important. Okay, but there are a couple of things which you should do not only for your own career but also for the fact that you guys are the first batch of your college. Okay, try to attend as many moot courts as possible that happened in various law colleges. Okay, apply for those moot courts. Send as many students as possible. That is very important. Okay, so that you know when you appear in various moot courts, people are aware that okay, you have a college like yours also. Okay, second thing is very important is that each one of you should strive to write a paper or write an article in various magazines, various journals. You have at the top of my mind, I can think about Bar and Bench. You can think about Live Law. Okay, you should strive to contribute at least once or twice in your 1 year of course, uh, contribute, make a contribution in any of these law magazines. That is very important because when you finish your 5 year course and when you sit for your interview, they are definitely going to ask you where all and what all articles you have drafted so far. Because let's face it, one of the most important things for any law student is to have a good writing skill, and those writing skills will only be tested on the basis of how many articles you have published. Okay, and you guys are very lucky that we have a lot of these blogs nowadays who started by law students only, started by colleges only, and many other blogs who encourage law students to write. So that's very important for you to write about it. Okay, uh, third thing which I would suggest, and this is all apart from your academic record, that is primary, right? That goes without saying that you have to perform well when it comes to your academics. Now, the third thing is it's very important for you guys to be updated with the news. Okay, so I would suggest get into the habit of reading the newspaper. And I will suggest not just the your normal newspapers like your Indian Express and Times of India, that you must, but at the same time pick up some business newspapers also like Business Standard, your Financial Express, and Economic Times, etc. Those newspapers have all these articles or all these news which kind of tells you how the economy is faring and what sort of work lawyers are doing. Okay, like for example, if there is an M&A which is happening, it is a front page news. If there is an acquisition which is happening, that's a front page news. And everywhere the lawyers are involved. Okay, so that will make you familiar with what is happening. And lastly, what I would suggest you is it's very necessary for you to do internships. Okay, so even if you might not get an internship in your first or second year in a big law firm, because what happens, all these law firms, especially Khaitan and Company, we only take students after the third year. We don't take it in the first 2 years. Okay, so first 2 years also you should strive to perhaps work with a lawyer or in a small time law firm. But internships are very necessary. Internships will give you an idea as to how work is done in a law firm. So it doesn't come as a surprise to you when you actually start working. It will prepare you for what is coming in your job. And it's believe me, it is very necessary so that you're able to adapt well. And what happens, when you start doing internships and some of the law firms, if they really like your work, then after you complete your law, they will absorb you. So that's very necessary. Keep on applying for internships, do internships. So these are some of the things which I can tell you how you guys should prepare yourself for the law career which is ahead of you. What else? Ask me any questions. We have 20 minutes.
Tyson, you're raising your hand, I saw in the.
I've just yeah. Ma'am, I heard that we can even situations and all, like, will that add on to our CV? Like, will it be helpful for us doing an internship with police stations and all? I've heard some of my seniors were doing internship at some police stations. Am I audible?
Yeah, I got your question. You want to know, will it help to do internships in a police station, right?
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I have actually honestly not heard people doing internships in police stations. I don't know. I'm not very familiar with that concept. Okay. See, the internship, the whole idea of doing an internship is, it's basically to understand how lawyers work. Okay. So in police stations, you don't have lawyers. I mean, of course, you might be having lawyers who would be coming to police station to perhaps, talk to their clients and everything else. But I'm not very sure whether lawyers are required in police station. I'm not very sure. You will have to find out from your source.
They said that they wanted to just know the procedure of the FIRs and all the procedures which are involved in the how cases are being filed and how the other procedure takes on till the court.
Okay. Perhaps what you can do is, I'm not aware if law students go to police stations or not. But if you get an opportunity where you get to know how FIR is filed and CRPC is followed, you can very well apply for that. But I would rather suggest for doing that, you go and start working with a criminal lawyer. That will help because you ultimately find yourself arguing matters in courts. So maybe if you're part of a criminal law firm, or if you're working with a criminal lawyer, the exposure that you will get as a lawyer, as a budding lawyer, will be more. But I don't know. I mean, this is new. This is the first time perhaps I am hearing. But if there is an opportunity, why not? But a criminal lawyer will be a better opportunity.
Ma'am, many students keep asking me honestly one open question. Sir, मेरे को law करने के बाद पैसा मिलेगा क्या? Very open question. बोला तो सीधा बोल रहा है, भाई साहब मेरे को टेबल के ऊपर टेबल के नीचे पैसा मिलेगा कि नहीं? Can I make money?
टेबल के नीचे तो I can't say. Okay. टेबल के नीचे तो हर प्रोफेशन में मिल जाता है. Okay. See, but that's okay. So to answer that question, let me go back to my own experience. Okay. So when I started doing law, where I am today, okay, as a partner in one of the really top law firms here in India, okay, I never thought the kind of money that I'm earning right now, I would be earning when I was doing law, okay. And the money is very good because, like I told you, at the entry level, if you get into one of the top law firms, you are looking at 15 to 16 lakhs per annum. Okay.
Entry level.
Entry level. I'm talking about entry level. Okay. So what happens? Where is it that you can earn more money? Okay. Of course, if you are part of one of the top 5, or even for that matter, one of the top 10 law firms in the country, you can earn good money. There is no doubt about it. Okay. But at the same time, I also think that if you're practicing as an advocate and doing litigation, okay, the first few years will be difficult for you. Okay, first few years will be difficult for you because, like I said, the money is not that good. But once you establish yourself, doesn't matter whether you're working in district courts or high court or for that matter Supreme Court, money will flow. I mean, I don't know if you guys have the faintest idea, but how much would somebody like okay, Harish Salve is 1 in a million, okay, but I'm pretty sure you must have heard that he earns really good amount, okay. uh, Top 10 lawyers of the country, they also earn a very good amount, okay. So at the end of the day, what happens is, if you are really looking for money only, okay, of course, law firm is one of the options where you start earning from day one. And two is when you do your independent practice. So there is money. I will never say there is no money. Sometimes I feel that there is more money than the profession of medicine in here in law. Honestly, I've had that experience. So there is money, absolutely. And see, it happens that every profession in India, whether it is engineering, whether it is medicine, if you are one of the top practitioners of the profession, whether it is a CA, you are earning money. So you have to be, at the end of the day, you have to be good at what you do to earn money.
Good, ma'am. There's a question by Sudarshan. He is chatting with you from Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
He says, ma'am, why did you choose this field? Why not a lawyer or a judge or a professor? That too, why this company specifically? बोल के chat में डाला.
Okay. I am not able to see the chats. Okay.
Just there's up.
Okay, no problem. I got the question. See, I'll tell you. I did not want to do so much of litigation, okay? And if I wanted to be a judge, I wanted to be a judge either in one of the high courts, or which would then take me to the Supreme Court. I very much like indirect taxes, okay? Indirect tax, you guys must have read that the GST kicked in 2017, okay? So it is in a stage where we are still interpreting the provisions, okay? We are still kind of what should I say, streamlining the law, okay. And when you are actually streamlining the law and interpreting it, you know, a lawyer is best suited rather than a CA. Of course, a CA also does a good job, but when a law is at its nascent stage, a lawyer is much more efficient, and at the same time the principles are still evolving. So I feel that it is a very dynamic field. For me to contribute as a lawyer in terms of its interpretation, in terms of you know, bringing precedents, like for example, you know, we have filed some 100 plus writ petitions in various high courts in India, including Supreme Court, where we say that some of the provisions of GST are unconstitutional and you please change it, amend it and all. So, you know, we are also being part of the journey where GST is being changed and streamlined because of us. Okay, so you're changing a law. The kind of thrill that the earlier lawyers used to feel when they used to be part of some of the court cases which were kind of streamlining the constitution. Okay, Nani Palkiwala has fought so many cases and ensured the constitution that we have right now. Okay, it was all because of the many of the cases that he had fought. Okay, so similarly, we also feel that if we are part of indirect tax, and we are kind of, working on streamlining that tax. And tax is very important, whether it is indirect tax or whether it is direct tax. So we also feel that we are kind of, helping helping the country to come up with a tax and to streamline. So therefore, I really like indirect tax as a field, and I see a lot of scope in the coming few years. Similarly, I'll give you an example. I'm also working on cryptocurrencies. Now, how many of you have heard of something called a Bitcoin? I'm pretty sure you guys must have heard about Bitcoins, cryptocurrencies. You don't have a law here in India around cryptocurrencies or crypto assets. Okay, so when I am making a representation to the government saying that cryptocurrency is the future of currency in India, not only in India but world over, but we do not have any laws around it. So I go to the government, I tell them that we require these kind of laws. We need to amend the existing laws to accommodate crypto assets. You are being part of the law making process, the regulation making process. And after 15, 20 years down the line, the law that you had helped create or you had helped streamline, it's being followed by other people. So why not? And it's so beautiful that law as a tool, okay, in your hand is basically giving you the power to change things around you. Okay, for example, you say, okay, there is too much of pollution in my area. Okay, there will be other people who will just complain about it. But you, as a lawyer, have the ability to go ahead, file a writ petition in High Court or Supreme Court and bring in laws so to ensure that the pollution level comes down. You name anything, like for example a medical profession. You realize that a medical profession, a particular hospital is there which does not have proper funding by the government, which does not have a proper facility. What do? You go ahead, file a writ petition, and based on what the judges have said, based on your writ petition, there are changes which are brought in that hospital. You name any area in life that you want to bring in change, and it is there. Ultimately you must have heard that everybody needs to have a doctor and a lawyer in his right. So it's like that. Today, there are so many people who are coming to me saying that, okay, we have this problem, this contract we got into, but now the other party is not obeying the contract. What do we do? You have a legal solution for everything. You name it, you have a legal solution. Today, as a consumer, you realize you bought yourself, let's say you got a, give me an example. Okay, you bought a product, okay, and the product is not up to the mark. Okay, you go to the consumer court, you fight it out, and you ensure that the change is made. Why do you think during our independence, so many people, you name them, right from Gandhi to Ambedkar to so many names, Tilak for that matter, everybody was a lawyer, because law is a tool of bringing in change in a society. I mean, with all due respect to a profession of medicine or profession of engineering, of course, engineering will build up things, okay? Law of medicine is one of the sacred professions, okay? But the kind of change that you get through social engineering by being a law, you can't do that through any other profession. I mean, you guys should be very proud of the fact that you chose law as a profession. You should be very proud of that. And I urge all of you to complete your your law course with flying colors and be proud of that. I'm very proud. I can't think of I can't think myself of doing any or taking up any other profession today apart from law. It's very fulfilling, and it is actually a tool of change in society. I can't say anything more.
All right, ma'am. Thank you. There's one question from Rishi Singh. Rishi Singh, are you able to ask ma'am directly or Rishi? Okay, he's putting in the
Good
chat.
evening, ma'am.
Yes, hi. Talk to ma'am.
Yeah,
Ma'am, you said you would talk about JAG entry, ma'am.
Talk about?
JAG
Okay.
entry scheme, ma'am. Indian Army.
JAG,
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am. You said you would. Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so JAG, see, JAG, as you all know, it's the law wing of the Defense, Army, Navy, and the Air Force. So, if you are part of, after you complete your law course, okay, you can apply for the JAG exam, okay, and once you become part of JAG, you will be able to, you will become lawyer with the forces, armed forces, okay, where you will be, and I think it's a 5-year course, if I am not mistaken. You're there for 5 years, where you argue the matters within the armed forces, and after that you can transfer to being a civil lawyer. But 5 years, I think you have to be there. It is a very good course. You get to work with the armed forces of the nation. You get to understand how the defense works, and you get to represent many cases. So it's a good field. I would suggest any of you who is interested in being part of JAG, you must try that. At least for 5 years, you must try that. It will give you a good base in understanding the armed forces, and it will, after once you finish your 5-year course, it will give you more opportunities also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the latest one, Jan 2021 or. Yeah. So I'll send them, ma'am, this one, and I've already put it's a PDF doc. Let them go through it, and they can, yeah. Yeah, who's raising hand? Varshini, are you raising hands?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you please talk to ma'am directly?
Good evening, ma'am.
Hi.
I have it. Can you hear me, ma'am?
I can hear you very well. Go on.
Yeah, I have a doubt. Like, apart from the work life, how did law help change your in personal, you change you personally? Like, how did it help you?
I am so glad you asked that question. Otherwise,
Rashmiji,
Rashmiji,
before you answer, Varshini is a candidate who has more of personal care questions. Okay.
Okay.
कुछ भी हो जाए, she is like, पहला अपना खुद का देख लूंगा सर, बाद में दुनिया. That's why she is asking. Yes.
What's wrong with that? सबसे पहले अपना ही देखो. See, I am very glad you asked that question. Okay. See, this is something which I read long back. Okay, I don't know from the perspective of you know social fabric how this is important, but I had read a book where they said that there are in a society there are two professions which are looked at as a profession of a leader. Okay, one is medicine, and the other, of course, is the legal profession. Okay, uh, with all due respect to the other professions, see, first of all, when you go out in the society being called as a lawyer, okay, uh, our society is governed by rules and regulations, okay, and you being a lawyer, you already know the rules and regulations, you understand the basic principles on which these rules and regulations are founded, okay, so you have the edge over others. Secondly, uh, when it comes, like I was telling you earlier, this is a tool for social change, okay. You have the ability to not only understand how each and every institute works, you also have the ability to understand the rules and regulations around it, okay, you are a person who understands or who has a better understanding of the society than anyone else. Okay. On top of that, if you are a litigator, okay, who is arguing in the courts, be it the district court, be it the high court, or even for that matter, Supreme Court, it gives you a kind of a confidence in life, okay, because you're arguing for the betterment of somebody else, maybe your immediate client, okay, who has a personal thing, or a client who has some issues which impact the society. So when you understand that you are a tool who ensures that there is a social change that happens, that adds to your confidence. Okay, as a lawyer, I have seen people are very confident. Okay, people are more open to taking on challenges than any other profession. And I sometimes I feel very correct about that statement saying that the doctors and the lawyers are perceived as leaders because they are the ones who are actually helping how the society functions, not only functions, but how it changes, because they are the tool of bringing the change. Okay, so today as a lawyer, I am very happy. I'm very happy. I feel very confident that I am a lawyer and I understand things, and be it like, arguing with anybody or understanding the social fabric, I am very happy. So I think it's one of the very, very fortunate professions. I hope I answer your question.
Ma'am, in other way, like it's like doing as a lawyer, we need to work for our client, right? If we do some murder and like this, and if he come to us and if he asked us to say, like, I'll you be my lawyer, you just bring me out of it, I'll give you this amount. Like doing such cases, will we regret, ma'am? Like we are not doing justice, right? Like we are just working for our client. We are not doing justice. Like our heart will it regret like doing such things?
See, understand one thing, okay? How do you judge, okay, or how do you know for sure that a particular person has committed a crime? Okay, do you judge a person just by listening on the TV that this person is a killer and he has killed somebody or he has embezzled some, certain amount? Today we are living in such an age where your media plays a very important role. Okay, but please understand, and you are law students. Okay, just because a media brands somebody as a killer or as a criminal, that person is not a criminal. Okay, because media is not a court at the end of the day. Okay, so when you say that I regret because I am defending a person who's a criminal, how do you know that? You don't know that unless and until in the court of law, by evidence, it is proved that that guy is guilty. Let's not, we are law students, and that's why I say we are different than other professions, because we have the ability to go and understand and dig out evidence to prove that this particular guy is a killer or not. Okay, and of course, in the Indian judicial system, or for that matter any advanced judicial system in any country, every person has the right for a defense. Okay, whether it is Kasab or whether it is Riya Chakravarti or anybody like that, that person has to be defended. And you as a law professional, okay, it is your duty to provide justified defense to everybody. Okay, let's keep ourselves different, or let's Keep ourselves away from those people who, on the basis of whatever is said by people in the society or whatever is being said on the media, social media, or whatever media, let's not brand anybody a criminal unless and until you by evidence it is proved in the court. Okay, so please, when you think yourself as being swayed away by popular opinions, don't do that. You have the ability to see the evidence what other people will not be able to do. Okay, so therefore, again, I would say our profession is different than any other profession. Okay.
And Rashmiji, I used to tell students generally, never emotionally get attached to the case. Keep your emotions there, keep the work, and then don't need to listen about others. So the problem here is at this age, they're emotionally getting too much connected. So
no, because see, there's too much of social media. I mean,
yeah.
I can understand some of my friends who are not lawyers who come and say, "Oh, Arnab, whatever he is saying on the TV must be true because it is on the TV and etc. etc." It's social media is so influenced these days.
Yes.
So influenced. I mean, has when somebody is branded as a criminal, have they examined the evidence against him? Have they examined any witnesses? No. Just because a person appears to be criminal, no, don't do that. That's not for us to judge. They're absolutely not for us to judge. So we have to understand on the basis of evidence, and it's not that you're defending a criminal. That person is not criminal unless and until it is proved by the court of law that he is criminal, right? And if all the media trials were so easy, why did we require courts? Why did we require a criminal justice system? If everything was said by the media or judged by the people around you, why would we require criminal courts? So remember that. Anyway, so I have to take your leave.
Sure.
I hope I was able to answer many of your questions, and we should meet again if I have not been able to answer many of your questions, but I have to get onto another call right now. Okay, sure. So thank you so much, people, and I hope by my talk today, at least you guys are little bit convinced that the profession that you are in is very fulfilling and you will have a great future. Even if you're little bit convinced, I think the talk was success.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much. Like, we will definitely have a long-term association because we're just budding. Varshini, just want to give a word of thanks quick. Yeah.
In the end, I'd like to thank our esteemed speaker. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your in-depth and invaluable wisdom today. With you, apart from that, with you here, gives us and essences and inspiration to be like you, and also helps us to learn concept of the craft that you have said today, and like understanding it better and like master it in some extent. Thank you, ma'am. I thank our Dean Sir, Balaji Sir, and Samuel Sir, our faculty for giving us this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Ma'am, thank you. Thank you so much. So guys, can you just switch on video cam and take a group pic, and I'll send it to ma'am also. Quick, everybody. Are they hearing me, or just can you switch on your cam? We'll take a group pic. Hi, Vignesh. And your hairstyle is becoming African, huh? Good. Okay, cool. There's Pravalika ma'am, Rashmiji. There is one Bharatanatyam girl. She's a national level both dancer and sikhati hai duniya mein. Okay, she's going to do something in Tirupati soon. Yeah.
Lovely.
Ma'am, did you come to Tirupati this side? Or Vijayawada?
Not come to Tirupati actually. I keep coming to Hyderabad. I have my cases going on in Hyderabad High Court. So
next time we should plan. There's a very good, we have very good temple here in Vijayawada.
Okay.
Just 300-kilometer drive from Hyderabad to here.
Okay, lovely.
It's very what is that, Pravalika? What's the temple name? Vijayawada wala?
Kanaka Durga, Durga temples. Yeah, yes.
It's a very famous temple, Rashmiji.
Okay. I'll come. I'll definitely next time when I come there, when the virtual courts shut down and the physical courts start, I will make a visit there.
And one more thing just for you, हमारे campus के पीछे, like you can say compound wall or maybe 500 meter, there's High Court.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so they're very close to High Court. New one. When we got splitted from Telangana, Andhra Pradesh High Court is just behind our campus. So maybe we should connect you to somebody there.
Right.
Okay, Ji, thank you so much, ma'am. We want to thank all of you on behalf of all of you. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Thank you. So let ma'am leave and we'll have.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. So thanks for all the time. Sudarshan, are you joining from home or a hospital?
Now came home, sir.
Okay, listen.
Came home.
Yeah. So good. At least now थोड़ा सा दिमाग का बत्ती जला कुंजम किंदा लेदा कि भाई क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है कदा ఏం చేయాలా ఏం చేయకూడదు yeah and Varshini, are you happy with your answer?
A bit, sir. Completely, sir.
ఒరే అమ్మా ఇంకా బిట్టే all right, very good, no problem. So Sunday, as I told you, right, this Sunday, that Chigru project, the deprived children, traffic children and all that. So can you hear my voice?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We could.
Okay. So this is only for the people, you know, who can take time. I don't want everyone to, you know, people who are far away, you're going to do so much. So I will put in a note to you guys, and you have to give your willingness, and everything should happen in email because this is an official document, because this has your projects. For example, even attending guest lecture. Say, I want to do so many things for you guys because you're showing interest, and I don't want to put any extra effort in exam. You attend something, answer something, get your marks, you know. That's the way first year graduate. And today I'm so happy that, you know, out of 80-85 people, first preference was given to you. All right. So you should understand that who is doing all this. Right. Table ke niche bahut kaam karta hai.
Thank you, sir.
We do a lot of lobbying work. कि हमारे बच्चों को पहले डालो, बाद में दूसरा कॉलेज. But I'm happy, you know, so happy that see, first year everybody is so shocked, telling that I didn't do much. I just edited a little bit, you know, you might have seen in your emails. But first year, how is it these people are able to talk like this? And I told them they're just 1 month old. Are we 1 month old or 2 months old now? In
1 month only, sir. 5 weeks, yeah.
5 weeks, sir.
Yeah,
so,
we are insane.
So
New ones.
Within 1 month doing this, and others also, there are a lot of conferences, don't worry. All right. So our job is to just keep giving you. It's up to you. You want to take it or not. All right. So as ma'am said, you see at least one conference paper, because all this will reflect. Then I will also teach you all the work, what you did, document it. Keep it. Now today in my list of events, I will put it. I did industry guest lecture, date, time, who, what. You know, you need to document all the things. And if you get certificate, put it on LinkedIn. Because from the first year, if you start doing this, I tell you, nobody can stop. So for the Sunday thing, okay, this is very close to our campus. Means I'm sitting in this village in Mandadam. For me, it is just 10 minutes. Yeah, but it comes on the, I think so the closest is Sridevi. Sridevi there? Ilpinda TV chudniki? Sridevi.
I think she didn't join, sir.
No, she's joined.
She joined. She joined.
No, she's there. She's still there.
Might have got disconnected.
Maybe signal problem. Okay. Anyways, so can you quickly tell me? See, the timing is like this. You will have your lunch in your home. All right. 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Just 2 hours. I don't want to spend much time. And the beauty is, good news, they have a bakery making place. They're all teenage college children. They make bakeries and things and they sell it in the evening. So I'm going to give one more very good work. You will get a lot of things to eat. That's a different story. But they sell it on the road. You know, I don't know how to tell you. If this on the road is the institute. So they make every day, and you won't believe me, their profit
Yes, sir,
margin.
I saw that, sir.
You saw them, right, on the board?
Yeah, they outside on the road, they'll keep a table and then they sell.
And you know what? Per day, minimum 2,500 to 3,000 was profit. And for us?
So we are gonna have a good tummy time tomorrow.
Tummy time 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I'll put you on the road there. Sell it.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
So anybody who's going on the road,
Sure.
you know, you should like, yeah. So no, you'll get that experience. No, see, those girls are like,
Yeah,
they
sure.
don't know who their parents are. They don't know anything. But whenever I go there, just tears roll down my eyes. I just control, like, how on earth we are so blessed in our life, you know. And these are the girls who are not blessed, but they're so cheerful, doing amazing things. So who is very close? Means I don't want you to travel. Others, it's okay. Palash, I mean Rishi, Hyderabad. उनके लिए दूसरा. See, for people who are far away, I have other works. I will connect you to an NGO in Hyderabad for Rishi, for Palash in Ranipet, Sudarshan in I don't know, Trichy or wherever he is. So who can make it this Sunday? Like, I don't know who's close here. Okay,
Me.
Tehseen is able to come. And it's not compulsory for everyone. Okay, for example, Pravalika, you can take up the next because you have some other assignments, no? Akada Tirumala anta ellali kada. Okay, so who's saying? Tehseen is saying okay, Kavya, and then who's from Guntur? I don't know. Anybody? Vignesh is.
Hussein is there. Varshini is there. Anish, sir, along with me, Anish is gonna come. He will be there. If I'm there, he will be there. If
Okay,
he doesn't come, I'll drag his
where
collar
is
and
this
bring him.
Jam? Professor
No,
Jam.
Jam lives in
He's
Guntur.
there.
Yeah.
He's there.
Idhar hai wo. No, I'm not
ऊपर
able
है
to see.
देखो sir.
No,
Yes,
video
she's
is
there.
not in my case.
We can
Jam?
see her, sir.
No, I can't see, boss. I don't know.
My video is on, sir. Everybody can see me. Your problem.
Oh, my problem. Oh. Yes. Okay. So, okay. Varshini, are you free Sunday?
Sir, actually, I have a competition, sir, at 5:30.
Okay, nothing. That's all. So you do that because we have other opportunities. No, it's not that. See, that is going to be permanently there. Don't worry. So maybe this week 2 or 3 will come. Then next month will, you know, every month I'll put a slot. Don't worry. All right. And who's there? Jam? Cinema on the man.
Sir, I can't come this week, sir.
లేదు నేను చెప్పమ్మా సినిమా ఉందా నెట్ఫ్లిక్స్ సినిమా
Sir, not Netflix. I have some other plans.
Okay, no problem. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. What I'm saying is everybody has multiple times. Don't worry. I believe in one thing. Students should get the flexibility to choose and learn. Then you give your commitment. Because I've seen anytime you put full force. Varshini, you're raising hand.
Sir, like, are you going to take us only to the child care centers?
No. There are different places I have in mind in Vijayawada. Yeah.
Like,
what is it? What is your request?
Like some examples, like the places where you're gonna take, other than these childcare organizations and all.
Okay, other than this childcare, I want you to come to 2 small villages in and around Guntur, where there is zero literacy about law rights. Like we call it as the legal aid clinic, you know. Actually, that's a paper for you in 3rd year, I think so. I don't know. But what we used to do in Chennai for law students is we used to go to the villages and do a little survey, just very casually. అమ్మ మీకు పెన్షన్ రాకపోతే మీకు తెలుసా మీరు ఏం చేయాలో ఏమో బాబు వస్తే వస్తుంది లేకపోతే దే టాక్ లైక్ దట్ దే డోంట్ నో ఎనీథింగ్ దట్ వే టు గెట్ ద మనీ హౌ టు గెట్ బేసిక్ రైట్స్ సో ఐ నో ఇఫ్ యూర్ ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ సో వై డోంట్ ఐ జస్ట్ గివ్ యూ లిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్ ఇన్ అ గూగుల్ ఫార్మ్ either you can choose what I know or you are most welcome to tell sir मेरे को इसमें भी interest है. See, because we have 1 credit and that 1 credit is individual. For example, if Varshini says, sir, I want to do this, fine, you carry on, but you have to give me a sketch. So how will you do it? What will you do? And by January end, you know, yeah, and don't think this semester is too long. Ho gaya hai. Now September, now Jan has come, December. All right, Christmas again a weekend, 3 days, then again New Year again. Then you will take, actually you will take on privilege leave because Saturday is called bridge leave for you and Friday is a super holiday for you. And then if you take Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Pongal, there is 4 days. So there's a lot of leaves coming up. Okay, leaves means not 4 days. 1 day is holiday in between, but you will take another leave. No, the privilege leave bolte na, student ka privilege hota hai. Right? So Tehsin will tell everybody that ये देखो भाई अपना leave आ गया है सबको.
So what about
Mass bunk.
about what?
Mass bunk. Do you know the?
Mass bunk. Me, no sir. I never do that.
Okay.
I
Why
was
is?
about to ask you to share the location of the Chiguru institution so that we
Okay.
can travel,
We
because
will share
my
you
dad
the.
doesn't know the
No,
location.
we will share you the location so that you can see the live and just come there. Yeah.
Okay.
And why is Jam so serious today? Did you see some court case on the TV?
No, sir, I'm not serious. I'm fine.
Oh, you're fine. You're okay. All right. You seem to be not okay, but you're okay. That's
I'm
what it's
okay. I'm completely fine.
completely fine. Yeah. Now
Yeah.
she's thinking, why is he trying to understand so much, you know? Okay.
No, sir, I like going to such kind of places.
You like? Okay, cool. No,
Not
all of us, I tell you,
all.
I tell you honestly, by the end of the semester, right? Hey, listen, guys, don't go to your department and make a fight there. That sir is taking us, we are going this, you also know, they will fail you. So every teacher has their own style. So please understand. Okay, I don't want you to compare, contrast. Every teacher is talented here, but different teacher have different styles, right? Every teacher in VSL, every teacher is talented. So don't compare. Say the problem is the student is, sir, ये हो रहा है उसमें हो रहा है. You just see yourself, and I am in charge of my course, but I want to make it as best as I can. Yeah. Okay.
सर आप कुछ भी करो सर, बस महीने में एक बार घर से बाहर लेके जाओ सर.
हम नहीं लेके आएंगे, तुम्हारा गार कार है ना बा.
हम आएंगे सर, हम आएंगे. You just plan something. That's it.
And I have a target for all the girl students here in this batch. The target is every girl student. For boys, it is compulsory pakka. But for girls, it's not compulsory. It is mandatory. Okay, I hope you understand the difference. It is not compulsory, it's mandatory. You all should learn four-wheel driving and have a license. Compulsory. You know, when you come to that place tomorrow, you will see sisters. You know sisters?
Sir, listen, sir. Sir, if I will say this to my dad will get a
नहीं, डैड को मत बोल, शादी के बाद.
heart attacks. शादी के
अभी नहीं बोल रहा हूँ मैं. Okay. So there are two sisters.
I have 3 more years.
Yeah, there are two sisters who are taking care of the children. No, they drive Jeep, they drive Sumo. Means you never imagine. And they were trained in Italy. They can drive, right? Because if anything happens, you know, they're such a well trained. So when you meet them, it's so. Yeah. Okay, cool. So thanks. We'll catch up, and I will send you a small feedback tomorrow. Not now. Take rest. Like about this. How did you feel? How did you like? You want to go? That has to go to your dean so that we're planning. And next Friday is going to be amazing. Same thing. Morning we don't have class. So every Friday. Next Friday is going to be 3 people. All right. And all the 3 are super senior. Means 5 years before they studied in VIT. They were all my students. So one is a litigation practitioner. One is a law student of masters. She's doing law. And one is a corporate lawyer. So I want all the 3 to come on the board and I want to have a debate. All right. So they were like you 5 years before. Getting my point. And now one is working in a litigation, not a lawyer or advocate. She's working in a litigation. One is a student and they say, sir, law masters is totally different than bachelors. So let's hear from them and then let's hear from an industry. All right. So that will be the next Friday. And if all these companies go, you people can definitely get a good internships. Yeah. Okay, thank you all.
Sir,
Thank you so much.
you were talking about something else to be organized on 20th, right? 20 December 20.
What is that?
I just missed
Sir
that
was
part.
saying he will take to Chiguru either on.
No, 13th or 20th.
Yeah.
So, abhi 13th. So, Kavya is in Vijayawada and you will manage, right? 2. Okay, cool. For others, plan something. And by the time Jam will also be ready next month, she'll gear up. Thoda sa usko energy aa jayega. Yeah, see, she's giving thumbs up. Okay, thanks all. Take care. Bye. God bless. I've taken that in. Take care. Be safe wherever you are.
Bye.
Don't roam out.
Bye.
Yeah. Varshni, please stay at home. Yeah.
Thank you,
I
sir.
do